What is up, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video, and this time we're going to be taking a look at our boy DSP's the daily rap video after a day of more of Lies of Phil and Mortal Kombat. That's right, not regular Mortal Kombat, the single player campaign. No, we got multiplayer, and oh my lord, our boy Phil was dog doo-doo on the multiplayer. And I want to address the video I made yesterday regarding Phil and his comments about low support equals a bad game. And I have some clips and I want to talk a little bit about that, because yet again Phil showed that, one, he's completely wrong, and two, he contradicts himself day after day. So let's watch the video and let's get into it.
Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was the 19th of September 2023. Great streaming day, good variety today, and overall an eventful day. Let's talk all about it. First of all, on the Level 1 podcast this morning, I discussed how someone had essentially made another one of these tribute posts on Twitter/X about me, how I had outlasted another one. Apparently, I guess Achievement Hunter has now shut down and moved on from doing that kind of content, and someone was doing another one of those, comedy posts about how Darkside Phil outlasts everything. And I talked a little bit about it because I think a lot of people treat it as a joke, but in reality, I've been around for 15 years, man. So we talked a little bit about that, and about the humongous, ginormous Microsoft leak that happened.
By the way, I do want to talk about that. I did create a video about that, because essentially what Phil is talking about is someone compared him to a cockroach. That's essentially what they did. You guys know the adage that in a nuclear holocaust, the only two things that'll survive are Twinkies and roaches. And essentially that Twitter post was mocking Phil, comparing him to a roach. And for some reason, Phil thought this was a compliment, or he took it as a compliment. And it's far from it. You were being mocked, Phil. You were being mocked for being a has-been, a wash-up, someone that's going to be known for his entire life as the guy that got caught on stream masturbating. That is going to be your legacy, aka the legacy, Phil. Nothing changes. And for you to sit there and turn around and make this Twitter post about, this guy thinks I'm resilient. It reminds me of, what was it? I think it was the Moist Critical, when he was being critical of Phil. And Phil took it as, he's playing up to the meme that I'm resilient, and no matter what happens to me, I keep trucking along, and I'm a hard worker. When actually, no, he wasn't saying that whatsoever. He was mocking you. And I guess Phil is so oblivious, and that cocoon that he builds around his life and his brain can't allow him to see when people are criticizing or mocking him. So let's keep going.
And overnight, tons of information from Microsoft, including games in development, their plans for a new midlife console next year, and all of that, all discussed on the podcast, plus my full initial thoughts on Lies of P after having played it for 5 hours the day before. Then we got to Lies of P on the daytime stream, and for another 3+ hours, I played through the game, actually completed all of Chapter 3, and got all the way through and to the end of Chapter 4. The game is outstanding. All right, I'll give you more of my complete thoughts about it tomorrow morning on the podcast, but in general, just as a great summary, that I think this is the best way to describe it for me, I cannot find something to complain about. I've played it for 8 hours now, and I don't think there's a single aspect of the game that is not well done. And I've played other Soulsborne knockoffs and spin-offs before. I've watched other people play them, games like Lords of the Fallen, Thymesia, Wolong Fallen Dynasty, just to name a few over the years that I've either played or watched someone else play, and this one just seems to be the most inspired one. It really feels like Bloodborne 1.5 to me. Anyway, 8 hours of gameplay out of that game now on the channel. I really hope if you like FromSoft stuff, you'll give it a look, because I'm telling you, that game is outstanding. It is the biggest sleeper hit of the year for me. I did not expect it to be that good. I am very happy with how good it is, and I cannot wait to play more later in the week. Then tonight on the late stream, it was Mortal Kombat.
So, aka Lies of Phil saved the channel. That's what Phil is trying to say. 2 days of pretty good support, and already it's already waning the support. I think he made $80, barely any super chats, and no memberships. Matter of fact, he dropped in memberships yet again. So he got that initial day one support, and then it's starting to die off. So I'm not sure how long the game is, but as you're gonna see, the more he plays it, the less support he's gonna get. And of course, when the less support he gets, the more critical Phil's going to be of the game. He's going to find all of these new hidden problems with the game that he didn't initially see. Of course, when the money, it's difficult when the money buff is in place. It blinds you a little bit to criticism of a game, but I'm pretty sure once the support drops, Phil will find many flaws in the game and, of course, criticize them and, talk shit about the devs.
Kombat 1 coming back, and here's the deal. With Mortal Kombat 1, I kept telling you guys I still needed to do a little bit more single player to unlock content, okay? So, I decided that I was going to do Raiden tonight in Invasion mode. And for about an hour roughly, I played with Raiden in Invasion mode. We got good progress. We unlocked, I believe it was 2 more cameos and a lot more customizables. Even got some good things for Raiden that looked really nice. And after having played with him for an hour and learning some basics with him, I was like, you know what? I don't want to wait. I want to go online. So I did 90 minutes of online gameplay of Mortal Kombat 1 tonight. First of all, support was outstanding. I guess people forgot wind. Oh, Phil's finally playing multiplayer, and people showed up and supported, and it was very nice. In general, connections were much worse than Street Fighter 6. I had out of 90 minutes of playing, I would argue half the matches were pretty laggy when it comes to skipping and delay in the inputs. The general competitive gameplay I don't feel is as good as Street Fighter 6. It doesn't have as many gameplay mechanics in it. It's based a lot on high-low mix-ups and or just guessing and getting lucky with a giant juggle. I mean, every character has like a 50% combo in this game. And essentially, what it comes down to is character knowledge and character selection. And to give you some example, this has always been a problem with the modern Mortal Kombat since they rebooted in Mortal Kombat 9. There'll be characters who have fast hit strings, and if you block them, great, but then they can just jab and do it again. And you can't punish it unless you have a fast character like them. There's certain characters in this game that just are not fast. Raiden is one of them. Raiden is actually one of the slower characters. He has high combo ability. He has really good special moves, but his actual ability to counter someone who's fast is very rough around the edges. I guess the real goal with Raiden is probably to stay mid-range and keep them out and only really have to deal with characters who are slower than him when it comes to dealing with, beating normals and combos and the like. A lot of the things I did with Raiden tonight was guessing and mixing up and getting lucky because they didn't block correctly. Not me countering anything they're doing, because you really can't counter faster characters with Raiden. Anyway, I played for 90 minutes, and I won't really spoil. I'll just say I did really well. That's all I'm going to say. I did really well tonight, but at the end of the night, people were like, so what do you think? I'm like, nah, it's okay. I got a lot of combos, I got a lot of wins, I got a lot of fatalities. We did some brutalities. The brutalities are actually quite cool. I think the brutalities are better than the fatalities in this game, honestly. And it was nice. I think I lost to one person, and that one person picked a character much faster than me and just kept doing combo, jab, combo, jab. I couldn't do anything. And if they hit once, 50%, 60% combo, and that was the whole game. But the thing is, I knew that's what the game is. I've seen videos. I know that's what the game is. That's what I was telling you guys days ago. This game doesn't look nearly as fun or competitive as Street Fighter 6 to me. Maybe people who like Mortal Kombat are in love with it. I don't see it being as fun or competitive of a game as Street Fighter 6 is. Anyway, had a good 90 minutes of multiplayer tonight, finally. And everything's unlocked now. So what I would like to do is, as I move forward, try other characters, but the only way I can try them is essentially to kind of go into training mode or their trials and mess with them a little bit to learn basics before I take them online. Some of the characters I'm looking at using in the future, Sindel, and possibly like Scorpion, or maybe another character from the campaign, the story that I really liked and I want to try. So we'll see. But anyway, initial online gameplay is now going to be live tonight, 90 minutes of it. I hope you'll give it a look. Let me know what you think. And that's it. What a day. What a great day. A great podcast, a great session of Lies of P, and a great session of Mortal Kombat. I mean, I don't think you get any better than that, okay?
Okay. It was hard listening to that. It was very difficult listening to that because Phil, of course, is king revisionist history here. Where do I even start? Okay, well, first of all, he played Mortal Kombat and he was garbage in multiplayer. I'm not sure what the hell he's talking about, but he lost more than he won, first of all. Second of all, he was playing the single player campaign mode trying to unlock stuff, and he made $7 after an hour, right? He didn't finish completing the single player stuff so that he can lock everything, as he said he was going to do. Remember the whole complaining and bitching, talking about entitled viewers, and that he wasn't going to change his mind. He was going to continue playing the single player until he locked everything before he even delved into the multiplayer. Remember that lie? Well, apparently that changed yesterday, because he was playing yesterday. He played for an hour the single player campaign, and he made $7. And he saw that his dents were just not feeling it. So then, of course, when the money isn't right, Phil decides, okay, you know what? I'm going to change this because I need some money for my Hogans, right? To pull my Hogans. So then he switches up and starts playing multiplayer, and he loses nonstop. You guys can watch my video. I have like a 20-minute video of clips of him just losing over and over again. He didn't lose to one player. He lost to multiple players, and he lost more than he actually won, Phil. You just piss me. It's just shit like this that just pisses me off, because he doesn't understand that the internet is forever, and all you need to do is just go and view the video to see that he is lying. He was dog shit in this game. He was just terrible. You can go and watch my video. It's just almost 20 minutes of him just losing and getting clapped. Have fun watching it. You guys know that Phil is full of shit. The other thing too is that Phil here is talking about how good support was, right? Mortal Kombat yesterday, I think he made about he made $100. I think he made $110 or something like that. And he was complaining about how support was dog shit for Mortal Kombat, right? And he actually said this yesterday on his daily rap, which is I want to show and touch base on. So here's Phil talking about support and games.
Oh, it's funny, because people say to me, oh, you see, maybe it's the streamer. Well, why is it that when the streamer plays a game like this, all of a sudden the support is sky high? Because it ain't the streamer. It's not. What it is, I'm telling you, Mortal Kombat 1 is not resonating with my audience. It's just not. Maybe if I was playing it only online and I was doing well, but I can tell you, I'm not going to play it online the capacity that I play Street Fighter 6. I'm never going to get that good at it. I'm never going to like it that much. So I'll probably play it a bit online and whatever. It'll be kind of a little project, and then we'll move on to other new stuff and kind of forget about it, while Street Fighter 6 will persist and still be a part of my content.
Okay, so the reason why I played this clip is, of course, Phil not being honest and not being truthful. And in that comment, he talked about how I did nothing wrong. I did everything correct, as Phil thinks he always does. And you can't blame the streamer because the game is dog shit. That's what Phil is saying. And yet yesterday he decided, after making $7 after 1 hour, he decided, okay, well, you know what? I really need to get that money. So I'm going to play multiplayer. And what ends up happening? He gets support. The dents rally and give him $100. It was mainly one person that I think dropped him like a $73 tip or something like that. But still, one of the dents came out and dropped some money on this Phil. So again, Phil, you're trying to blame the game for the reason why people don't support. And that's not true, Phil. It's the streamer. It's the streamer. Your choice to decide to play the boring campaign, right, on stream, do an hour and a half of tutorial, is the reason why you got zero support for this game. It had nothing to do with the game itself. It had to do with the streamer yourself. But yet again, you refuse to take any accountability for anything that befalls you and that happens. And that's the reason why, Phil, you will always be on level 1. I mean, at this point, Phil, I don't even know if you are on level 1 yet. You're barely getting by the tutorial level, Phil. Barely getting by. And yet, of course, your fragile ego can't take any criticism to heart. You can't take a look at yourself and see what you're doing and try and realize yourself, okay, this isn't working. Let me do something else. The only thing that will drag you to that is money. It's the reason why you took so long to move away from video cameras to capture cards. It's the reason why it took you forever to interact with your chat. It's the reason why it took you forever to show your face on your podcast. It's the reason why you took so long to do React content. Over and over again in your 15-year career, you see moments where Phil could have evolved and changed and adjusted and done better for himself, but yet he's pig-headed and refuses to do it, because for him to accept that maybe he's doing something wrong would be a criticism against himself, and Phil can't have that. Phil can't accept criticism whatsoever. And again, that's why Phil it will be forever stuck on level 1. And there's nothing that's ever going to change that, Phil. And if you're fine living that way, have at it, Phil. Enjoy your life. Be fun. But don't sit here and complain when people criticize you, because for God's sake, I'm going to keep criticizing you, Phil. There is no change in that. I'm going to keep criticizing you when you do stupid things, when you make stupid choices. I'm going to call you out for it, Phil. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm guessing Mortal Kombat has a reprieve until, of course, the support dies out yet again for it, and then Phil will move on because he thinks Street Fighter is the only thing that brings support. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.